Hey guys, what to do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, man, and I just started reading Hardcore Leveling Warrior. This shit is fuego. My friend be nagging me for like 2 months, bro. You gotta read Hardcore Leveling Warrior. And funny enough, I read the first two chapters or one chapter like years ago. Like this is way back, like way back. And I think like it wasn't like properly updated. There wasn't a lot of chapters, so I was like, I'm gonna come back in a while. And then like months and months passed, years passed, and I completely forgot about it. But after I reread the first chapter, I was like, wait a minute, I read this before. You know what I'm saying? I remember he loses his powers. I couldn't remember exactly how he loses his power, but I remember that he lost his powers. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I remember that shit. So I started rereading it. I was like, damn, bro, chapter one, he lost his power. I was like, damn, why did I drop this shit? This shit kind of fuego, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know Hardcore Leveling Warrior, this is the kind of synopsis of the story. So there's this guy who he was basically broke as fuck and he owed people some money. So this guy is also a smart businessman. So he's like, okay, there's this new game, right, that's like popping up, and he knew this guy's good at gaming, right? It's popping off. And he was like, and not just good, he's like spectacularly good at gaming, right? We're gonna say. And he was like, look, I want to just kill you. That's a waste, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get you to pay me back in a different way. There's this game thing that's coming up. They're not making money yet, but I know they will. I need you to make me money via that game. When you can start earning money through that game, I need you then. What you need to do is give me that shit and I'm gonna make sure your life is good. So now he's balling, living in a penthouse, $1 million mansion, balling off the fucking gym. You know what I'm talking about? My dude killing it. Life right now is too easy. Life right now is on easy mode for this dude, right? And I don't know what his actual name is. I don't even think they say his actual name in the whole goddamn thing so far. His actual name is Gong One Ho. Is it? Or something like that? Or Ethan Gong, right? But he's running shit, you know what I'm saying? So he's the main character, our protagonist. I don't want to like look at like any databases because I've noticed that there's a status for alive and dead. So I don't want to know who's alive and who's dead in the characters or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spoil myself. But I'm going to try to do more reviews in the future. But this is mainly chapter 1 through 5. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a rough culmination of all of it. But again, anyway, so he's basically he gets given this opportunity and he's balling off the fucking gym and he's killing it, and then he maxes out the game, so he's just making money, he's just shitting money, bro. He's maxed out the game, but his way of playing the game hasn't been the nicest, you know. So a lot of people don't fuck with him. A lot of people don't like him. I don't know if you guys remember World of Warcraft. There was this guy that was like insanely strong. There's even like a Simpsons reference for it. But supposedly a lot of people tried to gang up and kill this dude. But this is essentially what happened here. A lot of people ganged up, high levels, mid levels, low levels. So this guy wasted a lot of his energy kung fu chopping all these motherfuckers. And then his armor like helped him not take too much damage or whatever. And then this girl pretended to be a low level, so I don't know if he probably just didn't have his armor up and stabbed him. And it's like a virus or some shit within that sword that does something to you. It's like a super high tier level dagger that fucks you up and basically depowered him, removed all his items, and made him susceptible to be killed by super high level opponents. Because I noticed they still didn't kill him, probably because they couldn't, right? Because he's like a double S rank type opponent. So a double S rank monster killed him because he had no items, no armor, no healing potions, nothing, and he probably lost a good bit of life already. So he got murked. It does say that his armor doesn't take any damage, but I don't know if that's just bad translation because sometimes it be happening. So you know, we move on. There's a girl that he did save like way back when he was like the third highest ranked player in the game, and basically everybody's taking revenge on his ass and beating the shit out of this guy and not letting him log out, and just beating the shit out of this boy, like torturing him out in the middle of the street, shaming him for being such a buffoon when he was popping, you know, when he was the shit. Which is kind of handy because obviously we know that this is going to affect his character going up, because we know he was initially a spoiled asshole, but now he's not so rich and mighty and high and mighty, right? Now there's this girl that beat up this big ass dude because she just wanted some dragon soup thingy, dragon shrimp thingy, and that looks delicious as hell. I want to eat that shit. I'm hungry right now just thinking about it. I'm going to go eat in a few minutes after this review because of it. Now, so when he does that, it was just, I don't know, it was just super. Sorry, she beat him up, and got her food because dude tried to skip the line and shit on this guy on her. Her name is Sora, I think. Is it Sora? Tried to skip the line on her ass, bro. And he was like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you, boy? You know who I is? So this is the girl that he saved way back. She was on level 30 at the time. So she feels like she owes him one, right? So when she sees that everybody beat him up and shit, she ain't do nothing. But then at the end, she gave him a free healing potion. Was like, look, you saved me, blah, 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 way back. Now, after that, the guy that got beat up saw Hardcore Leveling Warrior and was like, dude, are you crazy? That's the fucker, man. I hate this guy. Took out his weapon. His shit is like OP as shit. He one slice, fume, destroyed half a city, bro, up in this bit. You know what I'm saying? But our boy Hardcore Leveling Warrior owed like a lot, like 300k. I don't know how much. He owed a ton, 20k real money he loaned, because he's so high level. He makes way more from every mission he does, but he really wanted this armor, and he was like, fuck it, let me just get this gold armor, take a loan. And they were like, okay, you gotta sign this deal here to take that loan. And of course my dude didn't read no motherfucking contracts. None of us read motherfucking contracts. Sign that bitch, like, take my life. You know what I'm saying? So he comes back like, yo, where the fuck my money at? Gets one of his goons to rough him up a bit. And this is an NPC supposedly. And you know, then like he ruffles him up, but the NPC was going a bit too hard on him. He was like, yo, chill, bro, like chill. So they ended up having to escape the guy with the crazy ass sword because he's just too damn strong. Even though he blocked him with ease, but I don't think he's like allowed to fight himself or some shit. I don't know. But he goes back. He saves him and takes the girl with him. So Hardcore gets there and they're like, okay, we won't offer you a deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a kid that's playing the game and he's gonna offer him $1 million to help him level up. He was like, damn. But obviously my boy being greedy, he was like, nah, 3 million. You know what I'm saying? But it's looking like, to me, that kid is probably the developer's son. Like, this is just a hot guess, cause like he's cool with the NPC just like that. So like he can't just be a regular dude. So I'm assuming he's probably the end, because they were like, do you work for the guy who owns the game, or do you work for I think the guy that he was with him? No, I think the guy that owns the game. And he was like, nah, I don't work for him. But of course he doesn't. It's probably his son. So why would he don't work for his dad? He's still a little kid, so he's out here flexing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I'll give you $1 million. To him is nothing. You know what I'm saying? To him is like chump change, because I'm sure that game is like a multi fucking billion, like hundreds of billions of dollars or some shit, bro. Because that shit, you know what I'm saying, it's making money, it has its own transaction system. It's a whole new world, bro. So that was super interesting, man. So far, the first 5 chapters are really, really impressive. I'm obsessed with World Trigger right now, so I don't know if I'm going to review this for a minute, but I think I'm going to try to review every 5 chapters, because just to catch up way quicker, because there's 224 chapters in, and I don't really want to talk about 1 chapter at a time. So I might even do 10 chapters at a time, you know what I'm saying? Let me know how if you guys think I should do it maybe a bit less, or like a bit more, I don't know, organized or whatever. But yeah, I read it, I like it, I'm loving it actually, and I'm looking forward to reading more. I probably have too many mangas I'm reading right now, but I think I'm gonna create a schedule for this channel, maybe. Do Lucasm the day it comes out. I think Lucasm is the only one. Yeah, Lucasm the day it comes out, which I think is a Friday or Thursday or whatever. I'm gonna do that day. I'm gonna figure out a day for maybe World Trigger. I want to get closer to real time for World Trigger. And I think I'm gonna do character breakdown days maybe every Sunday or some shit, because not much happens on a Sunday. So I'm gonna figure out a 7-day schedule for you guys, and we're gonna work from there. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, World Trigger, this. I'm gonna do Lucasm. I'm gonna do Windbreaker. I'm gonna do every few chapters, just because 1 chapter is so short. Probably gonna do every few chapters. So Windbreaker, I'm trying to do once a month. So that's gonna be a special day where I'm probably gonna release 2 videos. I'm gonna skip a video to release it. It will never be Lucasm anyway. Yeah, that, and I don't know. I'll look for a few. There's a few more stuff I'm reading, so I'll see. The best stuff to review, to be honest, is stuff that I can do 1 chapter at a time, or 1 chapter is long enough. That's one of the reasons I don't do One Punch Man, because the chapters are just fucking too short. But I might do the Webtoon, because the Webtoon, actually, the chapters are super long. But yeah, it is what it is. It's been your boy Supreme Uchiha, the God, at his desk. Thank you guys for watching. If you like, leave a like. If you don't like, leave a dislike. Leave a comment. Whatever you want to do. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. I don't really know what else to say. Peace out.